Ever since the Armory Pass came out just 4 days ago, the community has been working together to find new exploits and farming methods on how to get the most XP as quickly as possible. This is the first time I've seen the Counter-Strike community work together so much for a common goal. Before we get into that, I just wanted to remind you that I am hosting a giveaway for this Huntsman Autotronic in field tested condition. $250 value. To enter, all you have to do is make sure that you're subscribed and leave a comment down below. I'll be picking the winner as soon as we hit 5,000 subscribers. Ever since the Armory Pass came out just 4 days ago, a ton of people obviously are wanting to get as many credits as possible. Obviously, a ton of people at first thought that playing premier games or comp games would be the best way to get the most amount of XP, but people quickly figured out that the best way to get a ton of XP is by getting a ton of points in casual games and making those casual games as quick as possible. This also applies to deathmatch games, and people were making lobbies since the very first night, basically just farming XP for the Armory Pass in casual and deathmatch. Now right here is a clip by Jess0411 on Reddit, and this is footage from a deathmatch farming lobby. Basically, as you can see here, everyone would just go to mid by Xbox, get in a line, and stab each other in the back. Now honestly, this is kind of wholesome because the whole community was working together just in order to get everyone their fair share of XP so that everyone could get stars on their Armory Pass. And yeah, this might be kind of game breaking if you just want to play a regular game of deathmatch, but at the same time, I do think it's kind of cool that the whole community has basically just worked together and no one in these lobbies are shooting or ruining it for anyone else. They're all just getting their fair share of XP by stabbing each other in the back. Another really big method, and one that I think is cooler honestly, and it might even be faster, is a method in Dust 2 Casual where you would just spawn in, buy a Molotov and a grenade, run to mid, and just chuck your Molotov and grenade down mid. Now what this would do is kill everyone on the other team, and obviously you would die from the other team's grenades and Molotovs as well, but all of the kills would be pretty much divvied up so that everyone could get an even amount of points. Now this was really cool because a ton of people were ending the game with like 100 plus ADR because it was pretty much random whenever you would get a kill. You just threw a Molotov and whoever walked in your Molotov, obviously you would get a kill on them. And it was really cool because again, the whole community was working together. Whenever you would join a casual game, maybe 1 out of 5 of your casual games would actually be normal. The other 4 was just people doing this method. And it's kind of cool that the community is working together this much because if someone were to come in and ruin it, like for example get an auto and just shoot down mid, they would instantly get kicked because they weren't doing the method and because they were taking points in XP away from other people. Well, the very next day after this was discovered, Valve actually patched it, and what they did was they made it to where utility no longer contributes to your score in casual game modes. So basically, if you were to do this, you would end the game with 0 score and therefore get basically no XP at all. You would just get your weekly XP, and I think you also get some XP for just completing the game, but it would be very, very reduced because you would have 0 points at the end of the game because your utility damage does not count towards your points. Well, of course, the very next day, a new farming method was found, and this method obviously is pretty much the same thing, but it involves using guns instead of utility, and it is a little bit slower, but I'm sure it still works pretty well, and I don't really see Valve nerfing this because what are they gonna do? Are they gonna make it to where your utility doesn't contribute to your score and also your gun damage doesn't contribute to your score? I honestly don't see Valve doing this, unless maybe if they made it to where the round has to last a certain amount of time in order for you to get any score from it. I guess that could be a potential nerf, but that would honestly ruin the whole flow of the entire game, so I don't know if they actually would go that far. Also, something that I forgot to mention earlier is along with utility damage, they also made it to where knife kills do not contribute to your XP, so the first method that we went over in this video in deathmatch also no longer works. So this is pretty much the best way to farm XP now, and this is a pretty controversial thing, so I'm not gonna condone condone it, but I'm also not going to speak against it, because this is just a really cool example of the community being super smart and working together for a common cause. I know this is super cringe, but it honestly kind of warms my heart seeing the CS community come together and all just work together to farm the armory pass. In my opinion, this is a lot better than a bunch of rich people just being able to buy stars outright, like what was possible in previous operations. But I also don't think that Valve is very happy with this, obviously evident by the fact that they banned the first XP farm. So what I think will happen is either they will nerf this one, probably by making it to where the round has to last a certain amount of time, like I said earlier, in order for you to get score, or what they would do to kind of combat this is they will probably make it to where you can buy stars on the armory pass so that they aren't losing out on so much money, and it will probably discourage some people from spending time on farming if they just have the money to buy the stars. So if that is an option, it will probably be harder to get these XP farms going because not as many people in the lobby will be wanting to do the XP farm because they can just buy the stars instead of having to actually play the game to get them. Definitely be sure to let me know your guys' opinions down in the comments below. Do you think that this is just blatant cheating and exploitation, or do you think that this is something cool that you will be doing? I'm definitely super interested to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Me personally, I'm not going to say if I have been doing this or not, but I will say that I am getting a lot of stars on my armory pass. Now take that as you will and try this out if you want to. And like how I just said, if you won't be trying this out, definitely be sure to let me know your reasoning down in the comments below. I'm super interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this situation. By the way guys, we now have a Discord where I am doing a ton of giveaways. The most recent giveaway winner was actually just picked last week, and I will be doing a new giveaway next week, so if that is something that you are interested in, definitely make sure to join. The link will be down in the description below. It is also just a really cool place to hang out and talk with like-minded people, and also stay in the know about news relating to CS2 as I post most of the stuff that I make videos about in the Discord beforehand. Also, YouTube tells me that up to 90% of people watching this video right now are not subscribed. So if you just checked and you aren't, please make sure to hit that sub button and click the bell so that you never miss another upload. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. It really means the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one.